Hi students, in this video I am going to talk about human resource management. Human resource management is the process of finding, developing and keeping the right people to form a qualified workforce in the organization. So the human resource management involves determining human resource needs, attracting qualified employees, developing qualified employees, and keeping qualified employees. And determining human resource need is done through the process called human resource planning. Attracting qualified employees is done through recruitment and selection. Developing qualified employees is done through training and performance appraisal system. Keeping qualified employees is done with the help of compensation and employee separation system. Now to talk about the human resource planning, it is the starting point in attracting qualified human resources. HR planning in turn involves job analysis and forecasting the demand and supply of labor. Human resource planning involves assessing trends, forecasting supply and demand of labor, and then developing appropriate strategies for addressing any differences. Uh, as mentioned here, human resource planning begins with a job analysis, which is nothing but obtaining work-related information about jobs. And the job analysis can be further broken down into two processes: job preparing job description and job specification. Job description refers to the description of activities required to be performed on a job, and job specification refers to the outline of the specific skills, knowledge, abilities, and other physical and personal characteristics that are necessary to perform a job. Then after preparing the job description and job specifications, uh, it is followed by human resource uh, it is followed by preparation of human resource inventory, which catalogs information on each employee's education, skills, work experiences, and career aspirations. This human resource inventory can help in quickly locating all the employees in the organization who are qualified to fill a position requiring appropriate knowledge, skills, experiences, and so on. And then after that, a human resource forecast is developed to predict the organization's need for jobs and people based on its strategic plans and normal attrition. The forecast is then compared to the inventory to determine whether the organization's staffing will be met from within the existing personnel or whether it will have to be recruited from external labor market or terminate existing ones. Now, moving on to the recruitment. Uh, Recruiting is the process of finding qualified job applicants and developing a pool of qualified job applicants. Recruitment can be divided into two types: internal and external recruitment. Internal recruitment refers to finding qualified job applicants from inside the company, and this can be done through job posting or maybe taken care through career paths uh, that are already developed for the progression of existing employees. External recruitment refers to finding qualified job applicants from outside the company, and it can be done through advertisement, employee referral, walk-ins, outside organizations like universities and technical institutes, employment services like employment agencies, or uh, qualified job applicants also can be uh, found through career conferences or by organizing job fairs and also through internet job sites. Once the recruitment process has produced a pool of qualified applicants, the selection process is used to determine which have applicants have the best chance of performing well on the job, and whatever tools are used for the selection process should be valid and reliable, where validity refers to the measure of how well a selection test or procedure predicts future job performance of the selected candidate, and reliability refers to an indicator that the device measures the same thing consistently over time and mm, for each uh, applicant. Uh, Application form is one tool for selecting person on for the job. So this is the first selection device that most job applicants encounter when they seek a job, and this is used to provide information about an applicant such as name, address, job, educational history, and so on. These application forms may also be used by interviewers uh, to check whatever he is saying is consistent uh, with whatever he has uh, submitted in the form of uh, application, job application, along which other documents are also attached. Then another tool for selecting person for the job is the selection test. This is used to find out who will likely do well in a job and who won't. And these tests must be valid and reliable, or the test should be designed in such a way that it is valid and reliable. A manager needs to make sure that the test measures only job relevant dimensions of applicants. And for the tests, uh, it can be divided into cognitive ability test, integrity test, personality test, knowledge test, and so on. Cognitive ability tests are used to find out how quickly and how well people understand words, numbers, logic, and spatial dimensions. Integrity tests are used to measure factors such as dependability, carefulness, responsibility, honesty, etc. Personality test can be used to measure personality or temperament of applicants. Knowledge tests can be used to measure applicants' comprehension or knowledge of a particular subject. Another selection tool is interview, which is widely used selection technique, and it is a formal, in-depth conversation conducted to evaluate an applicant's acceptability. So, in general, the interviewer can seek to answer three broad questions: whether the applicant can do the job or not, whether the applicant will do the job for which he or she may be selected, and to find out whether to find out uh, how one applicant compares with others who are being considered for the job. Interviews. uh, the one advantage of interview is that interviews allow a two-way exchange of information where interviewers can learn about the applicant and the applicant can learn about the employer. Now, in your syllabus, there is a topic on compensation. Compensation is defined as the financial and non-financial rewards that organizations give employees in exchange for their work. And uh, in the compensation, wages and salaries are the most obvious forms of compensation and are based on the relative values of jobs to the organization. Under the wage system, employees are paid a fixed amount for each hour they work, or each day they work, or each week they work. The wage system is generally used for lower skilled occupations, whereas salaried employees receive a fixed sum per week or month no matter how many hours they work. And most professional positions are salaried. So you can see the compensation system, various types of compensations. Compensations broadly can be divided into indirect and direct compensation. Indirect compensation can be further broken down into protection program like like medical insurance, life insurance, disability, income, pension, social security, and so on. Another indirect compensation is pay for time not worked, for example, um, paid vacations, paid holidays, paid sick leave, and paid duty, and so on. Another form of indirect compensation is services and perquisites, which include recreational facilities provided to employees, cars or transportation, financial planning, low cost or free meals. The direct compensation is divided into basic pay and merit pay and incentive pay and deferred pay. Basic pay is further divided into salary and wage, as you saw in the earlier slides. Incentive pay uh, consists of bonus, commission, piece rate, pay, profit sharing, stock option, shift differential, and so on. Deferred pay consists of savings plan for the employee, stock purchase, allowing employees to purchase uh, stock, and annuity. So maybe we can look briefly on each in the following slides. So direct compensation refers to monetary benefits offered and provided to employees in return of their services to the organization. So this includes basic salary, house rent allowance, conveyance, leave, travel, and so on. Some employees are offered merit pay as a reward for sustained performance. As you saw here, merit pay is given to employees for as reward for sustained performance. Indirect compensation refers to non-monetary benefits offered and provided to employees in lieu of their services to the organization. They include paid leave, car, transportation, medical aids, insurance, retirement benefit, etc. Incentives are the additional payments besides the payment of wages and salaries. These are often linked with productivity. For example, sales people typically receive commissions based upon the quantities of goods they sell, and employees can receive piecework pay plans where an employee, once he or she uh, exceeds the uh, standard productivity, then he or she is paid a set amount for each unit of output over the standard. Then in the classification of compensation system, you have seen profit sharing. Here, so profit sharing, with profit sharing, employees receive a portion of the organization's profit over and above their regular compensation. Shift differential refers to the extra compensation a staff member receives for hours worked outside the normal 8 to 5 p.m. Monday through Sunday. A bonus is a compensation given to an employee in addition to his or her normal wage as a reward for achieving specific goals set by the company or for dedication to the company or even for joining the company when somebody is recruited for the first time. Stock options give employees the right to purchase shares of the company at a set price. Employee stock purchase plan, which is in short written as ESPP, is a company run program in which employees can purchase company shares at a discounted price. So in this case, employees contribute to the plan, this ESPP, through payroll deductions which build up between the offering date and the purchase date. So at the purchase date, the company uses the accumulated funds of the employees to purchase share for them in the company. Savings plan refers to a pooled investment account provided by an employer that allows employees to set aside a portion of their pre-tax wages for retirement savings or other long-term goals. Okay, so for this video, I think I will stop here because the video is becoming too long. Thank you.